If we are to understand the divine bloodline of Rome, we must tell the story of Aeneas, the judgment of Paris, and the fall of Troy. Aeneas is the son of Venus, the goddess of love and beauty, and the mortal Trojan prince Anchises, making him a demigod and a key Trojan hero. To the Romans, he is considered a prime example of a social hero and the epitome of the perfect father figure. Legend has it that he is destined to survive the Trojan War and lay the foundations for the Roman Empire, while often receiving divine protection from his mother Venus on his epic journey. To explain the divine origin story of Rome, we must begin not in Italy, but far to the east, at the edge of two worlds, at the end of the Bronze Age, in the 12th century BCE. The city of Troy stood in what is now modern-day Turkey, at a place called Hisarlik, overlooking the narrow waterway of the Dardanelles. This was not just a geographical feature, it was a gateway. To the west lay the Greek world, to the east the vast empires of Asia. Whoever controlled this passage controlled the movement of goods, ideas, and power between continents. Troy was not isolated. It was a city of contact, exchange, and tension. A place where cultures met, where trade flowed, and where conflict was never far behind. It was, in every sense, a bridge between East and West. And like all bridges, it was both valuable and vulnerable. And into this already fragile world, the gods themselves intervene. The story begins in 1194 BCE, not on a battlefield, but at a wedding, the marriage of Peleus and Thetis. All the gods are invited except one, Eris, the goddess of discord. In anger, she casts a golden apple among the guests, inscribed with a challenge, to the fairest. 3 goddesses claim it: Hera, Athena, and Aphrodite. Unable to resolve the dispute, the gods turn to a mortal, Paris, a prince of Troy. Paris is asked to judge not only beauty, but competing visions of power itself. This moment has been captured in works such as The Judgment of Paris, painted around 1600 by Annibale Carracci, and preserved today in various European collections. In the composition, the goddesses stand before Paris in a carefully balanced arrangement, each representing a different path: power, wisdom, and desire, while the golden apple becomes the focal point of a decision that will reshape the world. Each goddess offers him something in return. Hera promises political dominance. Athena offers victory in war and strategic brilliance. Aphrodite offers love, the most beautiful woman in the world. And so Paris chooses Aphrodite. And in that moment, a private decision becomes a global consequence. The woman he is promised by Aphrodite is Helen, already married to a Greek king. When Paris whisks her away to Troy, the fragile balance between worlds collapses. what begins as a moment of desire becomes a war that will consume an entire civilization. For the next 10 years, the Greeks lay siege to the city. Heroes rise and fall, including Achilles and Hector. But beneath their battles, the gods themselves intervene, shaping outcomes and revealing a world in which human fate is inseparable from divine will. And in the end, Troy falls, not simply through strength, but through deception, strategy, and inevitability. The city burns, its walls collapse, and with it, a civilization seems to disappear. What matters is not what is destroyed, but what is carried forward. And from that destruction, one man emerges, Aeneas, the son of Venus. He does not rebuild Troy, he carries it. As the city burns, he lifts his father Anchises onto his shoulders, takes his son Aeneas by the hand, and leads what remains of his people into exile. In that image, 3 generations moving forward, Rome will later see the essence of its identity: past, present, and future, bound together by duty. This moment has been immortalized in one of the most celebrated sculptures of the Baroque period, Aeneas, Anchises, and Aeneas, completed in 1619 by Gian Lorenzo Bernini and housed in the Galleria Borghese in Rome. Carved in marble, the sculpture captures the figures in motion. Aeneas strides forward, his body strong, yet visibly burdened. Anchises rests upon his shoulders, clutching the sacred household gods, the Lares. While the young Aeneas steps beside him, small but determined, moving toward a future he cannot yet fully understand. Bernini's genius lies in making that burden visible. The weight is not only physical, it is symbolic. Aeneas carries his father, but also memory, lineage, and responsibility. The founding of a civilization is not an act of triumph. It is a burden that must be borne. At the same time, the sculpture reveals something essential about Roman identity. This is an image of paterfamilias, the father as protector, leader, and bearer of responsibility. Aeneas stands between generations, linking past and future. Anchises represents ancestry and tradition. Aeneas represents continuation and hope. And Aeneas, at the center, becomes the model Rome will look to, a father who sacrifices for those who come after him. He is pious Aeneas, not because he conquers, but because he endures. Moving forward in the story of Dido, Aeneas shows the essence of his character, but also his fate, impossibly intertwined with the will of the gods. After the long wanderings that followed the fall of Troy, Aeneas arrives on the shores of Carthage, a powerful and rising city on the coast of North Africa. His ship and crew were protected by Poseidon himself, ensuring a safe arrival. There he is welcomed by its queen, Dido, a formidable ruler and a widow, bound by an oath of chastity after the violent death of her husband. Into her court comes a man carrying the ashes of a destroyed world and the weight of a future not yet fulfilled. At Dido's request, Aeneas recounts his story: the burning of Troy, the loss of his home, and the long journey across the sea. His mother Venus, seeking to protect her son in the aftermath of the war, sends Cupid in disguise to awaken love within Dido. What begins as protection becomes something far more powerful and far more dangerous. Dido falls in love, not gradually but completely, as if seized by a force beyond her control, Cupid's arrow. And Aeneas too is drawn to her. For a brief moment, his wandering ends. In Carthage, he finds stability, power, and the possibility of happiness. He could remain and lay down roots. He could rule beside a powerful queen. He could choose love over destiny. But Aeneas is not free. The gods do not allow him to forget. His nights are restless, haunted with the pressure of what he must become. His journey has always pointed west, toward Italy, where signs and prophecies, including the omen of the white sow, confirm that he is destined to found a new people. And then the command becomes unmistakable. Jupiter sends Mercury to deliver the message. He must leave. His duty is not here, and his future lies elsewhere. In this moment, the full meaning of pietas is revealed. Aeneas does not act according to desire, but according to obligation, to the gods, to his lineage, and to a future beyond himself. And so he goes, not because he chooses to, but because it is the divine will of the gods. Dido is left behind, abandoned not only by a man, a lover, but by the future that she imagined. In despair, she builds a funeral pyre. And in that final moment, she chooses death, while he is chosen by destiny. As Aeneas sails away, he sees smoke rising in the distance. He does not yet know what has happened, but he feels its meaning. Later, he will learn the truth, and he will carry that grief with him. This is the cost of pietas. Duty does not come without sacrifice. This moment of loss and inevitability has been captured in one of the most powerful artistic interpretations of the myth, the death of Dido, painted around 1631 by Guercino, and now housed in Rome in the Palazzo Spada. Guercino, a leading artist of the Italian Baroque period, was known for his dramatic use of light, emotional intensity, and psychological depth. In this painting, we see Dido at the moment of collapse. Her body falls toward the blade, her strength giving way as the act is completed. Around her, attendants react in horror, reaching, grieving, unable to stop what has already been set in motion. Light isolates her figure from the surrounding darkness, emphasizing both her importance and her vulnerability. But this is not simply a scene of death, it is a scene of consequence. The painting captures what the myth demands us to confront, that the will of the gods, though it creates empires, does not spare individuals. Dido's death is not meaningless. It is the human cost of a destiny that belongs to someone else. In the rise of Rome, the future moves forward, but it does so by leaving something behind. In this way, what is left behind becomes a kind of sacrifice, sacrificium, necessary for destiny to continue. From this tragic moment forward, Aeneas' journey is defined not by desire, but by obligation. He sails west across the Mediterranean, guided by prophecy, dreams, and the will of the gods. He loses his father along the way, and yet continues, eventually reaching the land that will become Rome. In Latium, he encounters signs that confirm his destiny, including the famous oracular omen. Aeneas is to continue until he finds a white sow with 30 piglets, a symbol of the generations to come. The omen foresaw that this would be the place he's meant to found his new city. This moment transforms the journey into certainty. The wandering is finally over. The future is fixed. Aeneas founds Lavinium, but peace does not come easily. The land is already inhabited, and his arrival sparks conflict. Aeneas becomes a leader in war, not for conquest, but for settlement, for the right to exist in this new world. The final conflict centers on Turnus, a local warrior who opposes Aeneas' presence. Their struggle represents more than personal rivalry. It is a clash between the old world and the new, between resistance and destiny. In the end, Aeneas prevails, securing a future for his people. In later tradition, he is said to have died in Italy. Some say in battle. Others say he mysteriously vanishes and is taken up among the divine. What matters most is the divine legacy he leaves behind. His son Ascanius continues the lineage, founding Alba Longa, where generations of kings will rule. And from this line will come the founders of Rome itself, Romulus and Remus.